Hey guys, dancers, Anthony and Rose. Today we're doing some country dance tricks. This is stuff that you can use in any one of the different country dances. So anything from two-step to West Coast swing to polka to East Coast swing. If you're dancing country dancing, this is something you use. It's kind of impressive, kind of cool, kind of tricky, but ultimately very worth it, so stick around. All right, guys, here on our channel, we post a lot of two-step, we post a lot of West Coast swing, we post all of the different styles of country dance, but this is something cool you can add to any one of them. So we teach a lot of the patterns, a lot of the how-tos, how to lead, how to follow, how to keep the rhythm, all of that stuff, but this is just something cool that you can just kind of inject in there, okay? Now, if you guys are new to the channel, you're gonna notice a little button down here and it says subscribe. And if you click on that button, then you become an X-Dancer, and then you'll know when all the awesome stuff happens here on the channel. So we're gonna demonstrate what we're gonna teach today, and then we're gonna break it down for you. All right, guys, so here's what it looks like. We're gonna show you this a couple times. It's a lot of spins. It comes over the head and pops out. We'll show you that one more time, maybe a little bit faster, because this is gonna be wicked fast when you guys dance this full speed. Boom. All right, guys, one thing that happens when we post these videos is one comment that's made a lot, I need to see the feet, I need to see all this stuff, I need to know the counts, and a lot of things you do, that's really important. However, in this pattern, it's really not. Like, she's just gonna go there and spin. I mean, she's just one foot after the other, she's going there until she lands, and he mostly just stays in place. So what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna focus primarily on the arm and the hand connections, because that's really what is most important in this pattern. And then when we're done with that, we're gonna show you guys how to use that in all the different dances. Like, how could we use this in two-step? How could we use this in West Coast swing and so forth? It's just getting into the right hand position. All right, so we're gonna go close up and we're gonna break down the hand connections piece by piece. All right, guys, so the first thing is my right hand is connected to her right hand and my left hand is connected to her. So if we were facing each other, I would have my left hand over top of my right hand. Now, most of the time we wouldn't start facing like this. We would start kind of a little offset. Now, she's gonna be traveling through here. So you notice I've gotten out of her way. That's super important. So my right hand is connected to her right, my left hand is connected to her left. I'm gonna start turning her counterclockwise, which is to the left, and I want you to go from this position at first, just to get into this sweetheart position. This is the first position we've got to get into. So if we think about this in different hand positions and different connections, we're just going from one to the next as that rotation happens. So my left is over my right, I'm turning her to the left until we get into this sweetheart position. Now, my right hand is now gonna come up a little bit higher while my left hand stays down low. So now I'm circling that right hand over her head, and you'll notice that my left hand basically goes almost to her armpit. So if we go from this position, we have both hands down. I bring both hands into that sweetheart, but my right hand goes up, my left hand comes down, and this continues to circle over top, okay? So let me show you that from another angle. All right, so I've got left hand over right. I'm bringing both hands up. It goes to that sweetheart position. Now, you notice my left hand had to come overhead, so it's up high. But now we got to start bringing the left hand down as my right hand comes up. Now, my right hand is circling overhead as my left hand stays down low. And now we're going to turn that hand and start reaching for her upper arm. All right, so we're rolling her in. The left hand comes up, then the left hand comes down. The right hand starts coming up. You notice we're in the sweetheart position. The right hand circles around that halo overhead. And now when I get to about this position, my right hand is going to turn over, so I'm basically going to be reaching for that upper arm. Now this arm, we got to stay really close here, because this arm's going to continue to rotate over. It's going to come over her head, and then I'm going to place it behind mine in one motion. Okay, so this hand, we got to be really close. So it's coming over top. This arm, she's ducking underneath, and it comes over her head and lands behind my back, and then we slide down. This is not going to be comfortable the first couple times you try this, but the biggest tip I can give you here, when you work on that part, you got to be pretty close. Now, if you have a huge height difference, you know, if she were significantly shorter than me, that's not such a bad thing, but if she's a lot taller than me, that might be pretty hard, okay? So she does duck under, not with her shoulders. She puts chin to chest, not titties to toes, okay? So she's just gonna dip her head down just a little bit, okay? So we're actually going from here. This left hand comes over, I start bringing the left hand down as the right hand comes up. Now I need to keep this left hand around her armpit. Okay, I'm staying close to her. I'm putting my palm facing her, and then I'm gonna be close enough to where this can come overhead. She ducks down it comes over top and we slide through. Let me show you that from the other angle. All right, so we're left over right. We're bringing the left hand over her head. Now the left hand starts coming down. The right hand comes up. I'm staying close to her. She's rolling into that. Now I've taken that left hand. I'm gonna put the palm facing towards her. I've gotta be really, really close because that's gonna come over top of her head and my head at the same time. Once we get into this position, then we just step and slide away. All right, guys, there is a lead associated to that neck roll at the end where she dips her head. So if I just put my hand on her upper arm from here and we weren't doing both hands, if I turn her with that arm, at this moment, she's gonna feel that I'm asking her to duck under. We've got to be able to do that while the other arm is doing stuff too, okay? So we've got separate pieces, okay? We've got to do this as process. And when you guys practice this, don't just like, oh, well, you spin 18 times and you go over there, we'll figure that out along. Well, you're just gonna get hurt, right? So take it one piece at a time. Take it as process. We go from this bow tie position, then we go to the sweetheart. Now that we're in this sweetheart, the right hand comes up, the left hand comes down. I've got to really start taking that left hand and start facing my palm towards her. And because I'm pulling her through there, she feels that lead, and this part is just an add-on, is basically what we're saying, okay? So there is a lead for her to duck, and that's that hand actually moving. She's got to be able to get under that forearm. Okay, so guys, now we want to show you how to use this in the different dances. All right, guys, if we were showing you guys how to do this in two-step, it could be any pattern where we ended up in this high five, patty cake position. So like if I were to free spin her out and I were to send her in this position, quick, quick, slow, slow, now this right hand comes up and I've got to ask for that left hand down below to end up in this position. Now from here, we're in that position that we started with. The leaders are just gonna step forward a little bit so that we can stay with her to send her out into that position. Now from here, we can lead any number of things, okay? So the reason why we didn't focus on the footwork is because it's gonna be a little bit different from each dance. Now she's gonna do multiple turns and that's just gonna be quick, 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 quick. So if I were dancing a basic two-step and I asked for that hand for quick, quick, slow, slow, it would just be quick, 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 slow, okay? So there's different dances you can do. Let's say that we're dancing West Coast swing, okay? So if we were dancing, I don't know, anything from like an underarm pass, 1, 2, 3, and 4, I would just switch the hand down low, asking for that left hand over top. Now I've got to get out of the slot for 1, 2, lots of turns, finish out. Once we're done with that, we can lead any number of things after that. Basically what we're saying to you guys is to be able to do, and to do this in any one of the country dances, you just gotta get into position where the left hand is over top of the right. Lots of different options, lots of different ways to get into that, but you've gotta remember left over right, because this is not gonna work with the right hand over the left hand, okay? So anything that you can do to get into that. This is for all styles of country dance, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. Now we're gonna demonstrate this to music, to a couple different dances. We'll demonstrate it to a two-step and then a West Coast swing. If you guys have any questions, if you guys need help with this, by the way, don't get hurt when you do this.
Yeah,
so,
and ladies, you might want to wear your hair up because your hair's gonna get all in your face while you practice this.
Maybe a helmet and a neck brace.
Lay some
afterwards.
pillows down.
Okay, but if you guys have any questions, just leave it down below. We do read all of the questions and we try to respond to everybody as best as we can, you know, verbally. So we'll demonstrate this a couple times in music and then we'll see you guys next time. Country dances from two-step to waltz to polka. I can't use this in waltz. Let's do it again.
To waltz.
All right, guys, so we're gonna start in this, what's this called? Bow tie. All right, guys, so we're gonna start in this bow tie position. We're just basically gonna
Cannabis?
I'm gonna cannabis it. Okay, so she's just gonna dip her head down just a little bit. Okay.